Welcome to the Virtual PA podcast. Ten top questions to ask your potential virtual assistant during an interview. Before you employ your new virtual assistant VA, you should first conduct an interview. As with any other potential employee, a preliminary interview will let you know if your potential VA is suitable. You must ask your potential VA the right questions during this interview. Here are 10 of the top questions to consider asking them. 1. Why do you enjoy being a VA? This question not only gives you an insight into the person's motivation, but it can also lead to a host of other interesting aspects of your prospective VA. 2. What are your top skills? Knowing that your VA possesses the required skills for the job. For instance, if you need them to produce visual marketing materials, graphic design skills would be essential. 3. How proficient are you with software ABC? If your business relies on a particular software, you'll need to make sure your VA is proficient in its use. For instance, they may be a wizard in one type of accounting software, but not your business's program. 4. Tell me your strengths and weaknesses. Your potential VA's response to this question will inform you about their capabilities. A competent VA will understand their weaknesses as much as knowing their strengths. Beware of someone who thinks they have no weaknesses. 5. What hours can you work? Being virtual means that your VA can work from anywhere. However, being in a different time zone can create issues over working hours. They need to be available to meet your requirements. 6. How do you communicate with a difficult client? There will be times when you and your VA have a miscommunication or misunderstanding. How they can deal with these situations is critical to your working relationship. 7. What is your response time? If you are going to be setting your VA any priority work other than routine tasks, you should first know how quickly they can respond. Otherwise, you could be disappointed with what you consider a slow response. 8. What is your backup plan to your computer crashing in the middle of a job? It rarely happens, but you can bet your IT will fail in the middle of an essential job when it does. You need to be confident that your VA has a suitable backup plan. 9. What references can you provide? Don't merely rely on online reviews or testimonials. Often, these can be fabricated. Your potential VA should be happy to provide you with contact details from previous employers to contact them directly. 10. What interests you most about being a VA? The answers to this question will help you gauge the applicant's motivation for the job. Do they want to be a VA, or is some other reason? In conclusion, you may be employing a virtual assistant, but that is no excuse for not putting them through a provisional interview. Hopefully, these 10 top questions to ask your potential virtual assistant during an interview will help your selection process. Stay tuned for our next podcast.